KJAM.
And good evening and welcome to Montrose High School. Home tonight of the McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars. It's the opening round of the Region 3A volleyball tournament right here on AM 1390 and online at amazingmadison.com. McCook Central Montrose and the Madison Bulldogs. Matt Gross and Tom Farrell with you here at Montrose High School. As Tom, we were saying as we came in, it's a really nice little gym, and it's a gym that's just perfect for volleyball.
Very nice venue for that. Small, but yet the court and the ceiling is amazing. That there's plenty of ceiling height and nice clearance, but the fans are close, and what a wonderful place to play a regional match.
Absolutely. McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars. They are the number 3 seed, and therefore hosting tonight's opening round against the number 6 seed, Madison Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are 12-5 on the season.
12-15.
Pardon me. 12-5 would have been okay. A lot less matches, but Madison, the number 6 seed, 40 total seed points, 3-match losing streak, and played a 2-win and 2-loss record in the DAC-12 conference tournament. You know, that little 3-match losing streak, there was some good volleyball played in there by the Bulldogs, but it's kind of the story of the season is just finding a way to pick up that third set win when they need it.
Right. They've played good in some of the sets, but just have lacked that necessary to get it done at 25 or in many cases at that 15 point. So, I think this is a team, Coach Cradaville talked about this, that they're real happy coming in tonight. They're 0-0, just like the McCook Montrose Fighting Cougars are. And I think that's what Madison is looking at, is this is the start of that new season for them. And they seem to have a lot of energy tonight as they came onto the court.
McCook Central Montrose, they are 18-7 on the year. The Fighting Cougars last loss on the 27th of September against the Del Rapids Warriors. 9-2 here on their home court, which is big. You get that home court advantage. There's some similar teams that these two teams, have played, but they haven't played each other, and they usually don't end up playing each other over the course of a regular season. But they're two programs that are used to seeing success, and quite frankly, over the last 8 years or so, two teams that are pretty used to being in the state tournament.
Very definitely, Matt, and I think there was one year that we actually ended up playing them during the regular season, and that was because of the new regional alignment. But as you said, we haven't met them this year, and of course their schedule, they're part of the Big East Conference.
Yep.
And so they play the Chesters, the Coleman Eagles, and things. With us being a part of the Dakota 12, we don't have a lot of room for non-conference matches.
No, and they play a couple. Well, obviously Del Rapids, one of the conference teams that DAC-12 teams that McCook Central Montrose has played on the course of the year. They, in volleyball and in girls and boys basketball, and even some years in football, they do play a few of those DAC-12 teams. If they were just a little bit bigger, the DAC-12 has 11 teams, and I've thought for a while, if McCook Central had just a little bit bigger enrollment, I guarantee you there'd be a lot of talk about making them that 12th team again back in the DAC-12. But here we are. It's a region quarterfinal match. The winner moves on to the Region 3A semifinals to take on the winner of Baltic and Tri-Valley. That is just one of a number of other matches that are going on throughout the state tonight. We're going to talk a little bit more about that coming up here, but first we're going to take a break on our F&M Co-op Oil pregame show here at Dakota's Best AM 1390 and online at amazingmadison.com. We remind you that our game officials, the law on the court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll take a 3-minute break. More of the F&M Co-op Oil pregame show coming up in 3 minutes on KJAM. Need a little help cleaning up the mess no matter what your vehicle has run into or what has run into you? Salem Body Shop can fix you up again good as new. They do the job from start to finish, and that includes handling the insurance work for you. Salem Body Shop will return your vehicle back to its pre-damaged condition. Salem Body Shop, they'll help you look like new. Salem Body Shop, 425-2166.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Cenex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
F&M Co-op Oil is a proud supporter of our community activities. For service for your vehicle, fuel, propane, and premium Cenex lubricants, see the professionals at F&M Co-op Oil. Plus, they're your tire headquarters, from the smallest cars to the biggest tractors. F&M Co-op Oil, West Highway 34 in Madison.
Hey guys, it's Coach Jalen here from Anytime Fitness in Madison, and we want to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. Join Anytime Fitness now and get your 3 weeks of free training. Anytime Fitness is Madison's only 24-hour coaching and fitness facility. When you join, you have access to our staff and equipment to help you reach your fitness goals, no matter your schedule or fitness level. Stop in today at Anytime Fitness in Madison and join now to get 3 weeks of training for free. Make healthy happen now at Anytime Fitness in downtown Madison. Go Bulldogs!
Southeastern Electric Cooperative is owned by those they serve and are proud supporters of Fighting Cougars Athletics. As a member-owned cooperative, Southeastern Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing its member owners with the most reliable electricity at the lowest possible price. Southeastern Electric Cooperative Incorporated, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, is member-focused and member-driven. Learn more about Southeastern Electric Cooperative by visiting southeasternelectric.com.
Heartland Energy is your hometown power provider, delivering affordable and reliable energy and services to the city of Madison and surrounding areas. Heartland offers a number of programs to help their customers grow and thrive, and wants to be your trusted partner if you're looking to expand your business or if you're in need of low-interest financing. Call Heartland Energy today to explore your options at 605-256-6536. Delivering power with a purpose, Heartland Energy is dedicated to delivering reliable energy and services to the city of Madison.
Welcome back to our F&M Co-op Oil pregame show here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Macros, Tom Farrell with you. It's region playoff time here in Region 3A and throughout the state of South Dakota. Tom, there's a lot of schools in around our area kicking off their playoffs tonight. A lot of games going on.
Yes, there is. So we take a look first at Region 3B, which is down at Chester. That has number 1 seeded Chester area going against Bridgewater Emory. And in the later game down there, it's Sioux Falls Lutheran going against Del Rapids St. Mary's. Then over at Coleman Egan, and the number 2 seed going against number 7 Canastota. And then Howard and Ethan are matching up in Region 3B. We take a look up to the north. We've got Woolsey Wessington, that number 1 seed, going against Iroquois Lake Preston. Number 4 seed, Oldham Ramona Rutland, going against number 5 Dubrook. That's at Woolsey Wessington. Castlewood is number 2 seed. They're going against DeSmith. And also up there, number 3 Arlington, going against James Valley Christian. The other one that we're probably interested in is Region 4A. Number 1 Dakota Valley is hosting, and they're hosting number 8 Parker at Lennox. It's number 4 Lennox going against number 5 T Area. Number 3 Canton is hosting. They're going against number 7 Vermilion. And the final one in Region 4A is Elk Point Jefferson hosting their number 3, hosting against Beersford, number 6. So lots of volleyball. We could go on and on.
That's just in our immediate area here right now. Region 3A, 8 teams here in the region. As we said, this is the matchup between the number 3 seed McCook Central Montrose and Madison. The winner of this match gets the winner of Baltic and Tri-Valley. Baltic's the 2 seed after a 19-5 regular season, taking on Tri-Valley. Then you've got Del Rapids and Garrettson, the 4-5 matchup. That one is in Del Rapids tonight. And then the number 1 seed, the team everybody wants to avoid in Region 3A, is Sioux Falls Christian, and they're taking on West Central tonight. So Dells and Garrettson get the winner of Sioux Falls Christian I think McCook, Central Montrose, Madison, Baltic, and Tri-Valley very happy to be on the side of the bracket they're on, because the winners then move into the semifinals. And once you're into the semis, we reseed, we go to the SODAC, and maybe you don't have to worry about a team like Christian after that.
Right. It's interesting, Matt, if we want to talk about strength of regions, I did some checking and went through the top 20 seed points, and 5 of those top 20 are Region 3A teams, and that doesn't even include the Bulldogs. So, we've got Sioux Falls Christian in there, and then coming up right behind that, then we've got Baltic, McCook Central Montrose, Del Rapids, and Garrettson. So 5 of those top 20 teams in the state of South Dakota. Thankfully, we do have the SODAC 16, which should at least let one of those other teams a chance to qualify into the state tournament.
Correct. There's no perfect system for ranking teams in high school sports. It doesn't exist. I think the seed points do a pretty good job, but the best thing that they ever came up with to kind of neutralize and navigate the best teams into state was that SODAC 16, just to help kind of level the playing field a little bit out there for some of those teams that are in particularly tough regions. And give, a few extra teams in maybe some of the regions that aren't considered to be particularly, as strong to, okay, here's your opportunity.
Right.
Give those teams a chance to go out and make a big splash even before the state tournament gets underway. So, SODAC 16, 7 years ago, to me, it feels like that was a lot longer than that. It feels like we've been doing this for a long time. But
well, in volleyball was the first place that they
tried it out.
And then they liked it so well, they moved it on into both boys and girls basketball. So a wonderful, wonderful addition.
So that's where we stand here at playoffs. We're going to take another timeout here. We're going to talk a little bit more about Madison and McCook Central Montrose. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be more of your F&M Co-op pregame show in 2 minutes on KJAM.
At Salem Lumber, you'll find a complete line of building materials. If you're looking for items for custom homes, pole barns, cabinets, or floor coverings, make the stop at Salem Lumber. And for the winter months, Salem Lumber also carries heat and glow fireplaces. So stop into Salem Lumber today or contact Brad Krantz at 605-425-2221 or toll free 800-700-2221. Salem Lumber, a proud sponsor of McCook Central Montrose Athletics.
Builders First Source is your trusted source for quality steel building supplied by Metal Sales Manufacturing. Metal Sales has superior service from high volume production to high-end ultra custom. Whether your project needs are straightforward or complex, the experts can walk you through every detail while keeping you on schedule and on budget. Stop into Builders First Source in Madison to discuss metal buildings, whether a repair or new. Builders First Source in Madison offers free estimates.
Bank West in Madison knows what it takes to build a strong team. This is Tom Kaler, and for more than 130 years, we have earned long-term customer relationships by helping our customers and communities succeed. We pride ourselves in adapting to customer needs and providing top-notch customer service. Whether you prefer banking online, on your phone, or in person, we're here to help. Bank West in Madison is convenient, connected, committed, and proud supporters of area sports. Member FDIC.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Cunard Williams Insurance in Madison today.
Welcome back to our F&M Co-op Oil pregame show here in Dakota's Best, AM 1390. We're just getting close here to our national anthem and other events here of our pregame show. Matt Gross, Tom Farrell with you. Tom, real quick, you had a chance to hear some comments from Coach Cradaville, and I thought, this could have been for any game of this season. These teams at this point, they know who they are. They know what they need to do.
Yeah, very definitely. And, Coach Cradaville is really emphasizing that they have to start with a clean slate tonight. They're 0-0. They're going to focus on their side of the court and taking care of the ball and do what we can do to control our side. And she was very, very impressed with the efforts that the team has put forth this week in practice. Because a week ago tonight that they had that match with Garrettson, and just about came away with a 5-set win out of that one.
McCook Central Montrose, as we mentioned, a really good season on the year. It's going to be a very tough matchup for the Bulldogs, as you would expect when to get into the playoffs. But the Bulldogs do have one thing. They know they've got a really good junior hitter. They've got some outside hitting that has been improving on the season, and that's what they're going to need to try to continue on here and get an upset in round one and move into the semifinals of this Region 3A tournament.
I think one of the things that is a big difference, 5 of the 6 starters for the Fighting Cougars are seniors. And the other middle hitter, of course, is the daughter of the head coach.
Yeah,
so
that sometimes helps. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more of the pregame show and the first serve in 2 minutes.
First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together, a vision to help you every day with your money goals, and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com.
Don't have time to cook? Taste and See Fresh Kitchen in Madison takes pride in preparing fresh, balanced meals to give you more time to do the things you love. Try one of their take and bake pizzas or a family skillet meal and finish it off with a healthy dessert. Stop by and give Taste and See Fresh Kitchen a try. They're located on South Washington Avenue, or visit and order online at madisonfresh.com.
Today, you have more choices than ever in how you buy insurance. Don't make the 1-800 mistake when it comes to your peace of mind. Call Brian at King Insurance, your independent insurance agent for all of your insurance needs. Trust Brian at King Insurance to provide the coverage you need at competitive prices and the services you need when you need it. King Insurance provides safe, sound, and secure insurance protection. The King Insurance Agency in Madison, located just west of the courthouse. Your local trusted choice independent insurance agency. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Welcome back here to Dakota's Best, AM 1390 and online. Those of you joining us on the video stream at AmazingMadison.com. Madison Bulldogs, McCook Central Montrose, the Region 3A Volleyball Playoffs. Tom Farrell with me. I'm Matt Gross. Tom, let's take a look at the starting lineups.
all right, let's go ahead and start with the visitors on the scoreboard because of the seed points. That'll be Madison. Number 1, Carly Theed is a freshman. She'll be a setter. Comes in at 5'4". Number 4, Carly McDermott, a junior, defensive specialist, 5'6". Number 8, Megan Schoenberg, a senior, one of 2 on the Bulldogs, 5'7", and an outside hitter. Not an outdoor hitter.
Could be.
Outside hitter. Ellie Ostis, a sophomore, 5'7", another one of the outside hitters for the Bulldogs. Number 10, Audrey Nelson, middle hitter, 6'1". She leads the team in kills and blocks. Then number 11, Amanda Vacanti, plays a dual role. She sets for the Bulldogs and also plays an outside hitter. She's a junior at 5'10". And Macy Theed, the senior, she's the one in the black jersey. Bulldogs are in there white with black shorts, maroon numbers. But Macy is a 5'4" libero senior. Head coach Jill Cradaville, Katie Wheeldryer, and Nicole Seringer are the assistants. For the Montrose Central and McCook Central Fighting Cougars, number 4, Brandy Paul, senior, outside hitter. Number 9, Kayla Vanderwoody, junior, middle hitter. Number 14, Brianna Evans, senior, setter, 5'9". Number 15, Michaela McCormick, senior, outside hitter, 5'9". Taya McGregor, senior, middle hitter, 6'2". And Auburn Schmidt, senior, outside hitter, 5'8". Their libero is number 2, Aubrey Krantz. Liberos are on the court. Our officials tonight on the stand, Carla Lynn. Second referee, Lynn Kalmus. Referee Kalmus now checking the alignments. In comes the libero for the Bulldogs, Macy Theed, and we are ready to get underway. Back for serve for the Bulldogs is going to be Callie McDermott. We play 3 out of 5 sets, must win 3 sets. goes to 25, and McDermott's serve is over, and Bulldogs score first with the McDermott service ace. Something the Bulldogs have struggled with a little bit, particularly in that Garrettson match, was some serving, and that was a good start for the Bulldogs. 1-0. And
yeah, you spoke too soon.
Service air, ace in air, 1-1 tied in this first set. And now for the Fighting Cougars, back serving is number 14, Brianna Even. Couple of bounces, right-handed serve, brings it across. Theed brings it up. Sister Theed sets and miss hit in there by number 10, Audrey Nelson. Gives the Fighting Cougars their first lead of this first set, leading now 2-1 and continuing to see serve is Even. That's back Theed and McDermott and Vicanti unable to go. So a service ace for the Fighting Cougars. They now are up 3-1 in set number 1. And that's Even with another serve. Brings it over. McDermott, Theed, and Carly Theed takes it over. Set out to the outside. Blocked well by the Bulldogs. Vicanti and Nelson to pick up the point. So 3 for the home Fighting Cougars in black and 2 for the Bulldogs visiting in the white. Set number 1. Back Amanda Vicanti with the serve. Comes across. Passed up by Krantz to Libro. Over Nelson brings it back. Theed sets to the backcourt. Free ball by McDermott. Krantz brings it up. Set in there by Even. Back over to the Bulldog side. Free ball, Nelson. Even sets to the middle. Taps. Nice job in there. Taya McGregor, the senior middle hitter, takes it down onto the court. So 4 for Montrose McCook Central, 2 for the Bulldogs. And back with the serve are the Fighting Cougars. Overpass, and we're going to have an over-the-net call in there on McGregor. The ball was still on the Bulldog side, so that'll be a point and side out for the Bulldogs.
Vicanti called it before the official did.
Back serving now is Macy Theed, the senior. The 2 Theed girls, we have a freshman and a senior. Macy's serve kept in play outside to Pulse. Theed brings it up. Left side, Schoenberg, but that's going to be a 4 hit as it rolls across the top of the ribbon. And it's a 5-3 advantage now for the Fighting Cougars. And McGregor goes back, way back, to set up for the serve. She's back almost against the stage. Makes her approach with the jump serve. Macy Theed unable to handle it. And so doubled up now is the score, 6-3. Fighting Cougars. Remember, they're 9-2 at this home gym, so we'll see if the Bulldogs can stop that. Next serve is across. Schoenberg. Vicanti sets to Nelson. Well played, overpass. And Nelson takes it back. And with the long hit was Schmidt. Bulldogs 4, Fighting Cougars 6, and that brings Audrey Nelson around to be the server.
That was a phenomenal first dig, but she came at him twice in a row.
So Nelson with her serve brings it over. Set up in there by Even. Hammered, but wide was the hit in there by Pulse. So the Bulldogs 5, Fighting Cougars 6, set number 1. Nelson with another opportunity from that service line. Serve is over. It's a nice serve. Even sets. Right side, double blocked well by the Bulldogs. Whirs up, hammers over. And the net violation. 4 hits, actually. So after being tied at 1 and down at a 6-3, Bulldogs tie it at 6 in set number 1. Nelson serve. Service almost ace. Kept in play by Vanderwoody. Outside. Schoenberg picks up the kill. Something the Bulldogs have been lacking early is that kill from that right side, left side of their court, bringing it down. Wonderful job by Megan picking up her first kill. 7-6 Bulldog advantage. Nelson serve across, up, Even sets out of the backcourt. And Vacanti saves it. Nelson and over by Vacanti. Nice job of defense. Set and ball comes off of the hit by Schmidt. Right at Audrey, goes off of her, out of bounds. We're tied at 7s now.
She didn't know where she got down. She thought that was going to be at her ankles, and then she had to pop back up. Kind of got caught in between that time.
So back serving now is Maddie Lauk, a sophomore. She'll be playing setter now for the Fighting Cougars. Her serve comes over, ball up. Vacanti sets right side for left side for Schoenberg. And Megan, the senior, picks up her second kill of this match and this set. So it's an 8-7 Bulldog advantage. Carly Theed in now. She'll be setting. So we've got her at the service line. Ball comes over. It's a deep serve brought up by Kranz. Set over. And we've got a net violation on the Bulldogs. That was Lurs, got caught in the net. So we're tied at 8 apiece. And that's our 4th tie of the first set. Continuing to serve now is Pulse. Her serve is over. Theed sets. Vacanti hammers it, but set was a long ways away from the net. And Amanda hits the student section of the Fighting Cougars out of bounds. Point for the Fighting Cougars. They lead now 9-8. Set across by Pulse, up. Theed sets on the backside. Schoenberg. And again, that time goes out on forced errors right now, giving them Fighting Cougars that 2-point advantage.
You can tell the Bulldogs are a little amped up. Might need to dial it down a little bit.
Randy Pulse gets
Speaking
the
of that,
service errors. We'll take that. So 10 for the Fighting Cougars, 9 for the Bulldogs, and Megan Schoenberg back to serve for the Bulldogs, one of the 2 seniors on this team. Beautiful hard serve over, brought up by Ostis, set to the middle for Lurs. Set by Pulse, free balled over in there by Vanderwoody. Up left side, tapped over by Ostis. Here we go, hit over by Wagner. Theed sets other side, Vacanti up and over the double block. Pulse sets outside and it goes long. 5th tie, 10 apiece. And Megan Schoenberg continuing from the service line for the Bulldogs. Another bullet. It's a hard set. Tapped over. Theed brings it up. Schoenberg outside. Shoots set across by Ostis. Pulse sets into the middle and down. Nice set by Pulse. Kayla Vanderwoody, the 6'1" middle hitter, picks up the kill. So 10 for Madison, 11 for McCook Central Montrose. And their libero, Aubrey Krantz, is back to serve. Krantz's serve goes long. I thought for a minute that Macy was going to play that, but she alertly let it go. So 11-11, 6th tie, set number 1. And we're back number 1 server in now, Callie McDermott. So we have Ostis, Nelson, and Vacanti up front. Ball over, set in there by Lauk. Quickly over onto the Bulldog side. Up by Theed, hit hard by Ostis. Free balled over. Brought up by the Bulldogs. Down, Audrey picks up her, what's that, second kill? Yes.
Yeah, second kill already. I think Ostis really set that up, though. All the Bulldogs outside hitters, they are swinging harder than I think you usually see.
Nice serve in there again by McDermott. Set and net violation on the Cougars. Gives the Bulldogs 13. Fighting Cougars 11. And back continuing to serve the junior, Callie McDermott. Right-handed serve deep into the backcourt. Passed up and eventually shoots that across by Paul. Up. Theed sets on the backside to Vacanti. Double block, but kept in play. Outside, blocked by Nelson. Back over. Theed to Nelson. Audrey picks up the kill. 14 for the Bulldogs, 11 for the Fighting Cougars. And the Fighting Cougars are going to use their first timeout. Coach Kim Vanderwoody takes a timeout. We'll be back in 30 on KJAM.
The Security State Bank in Montrose offers complete banking and insurance services that you'd expect from a larger bank, but with the friendliness that you can only get from a small town bank. The friendly faces at Security State Bank are there to serve your complete banking needs, whether it's checking or savings, insurance, or just solid financial advice. The staff at Security State Bank in Montrose want to wish the McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars the best of luck this season. The Security State Bank in Montrose, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Montrose, South Dakota, the home of the Fighting Cougars. McCook Central Montrose. McCook Central, of course, out of Salem. Montrose out of Montrose. A sports co-op that has had much success through the years.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially in this sport. They have had some really good volleyball teams over the years. As we said, a perennial state team, it seems.
All right, serve is in by McDermott, and ball comes back over, hit in there by McGregor. McDermott unable to play it, stretches hard, but it's a point side out for the Cougars. Bulldogs lead 14-12. It's Brianna Even back with the serve for the Fighting Cougars. She's a right-handed server, delivers deep. Theed brings it up. Sister Carly sets. Tapped over in there by Ostis. Set left side. Taken long and just off the corner. Nice hit in there by Auburn Schmidt, the senior outside hitter. Gives the Fighting Cougars their 13th point. Bulldogs still cling to a 14-13 lead. Serve across, brought up by Theed. Carly sets it. Ostis with the pass across. Krantz brings it up, set left side. Theed gets a piece of it, goes out of bounds. We have our 7th tie at 14 apiece here in set number 1. What appears right now, Matt, to be two very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, I think we thought this had the potential to be a real good match coming in. So far, living up to that billing.
Even Nelson up and over the double block and down for the point side out. Bulldog lead now 15-14. In comes the freshman Lydia Nelson. Taking a seat is number 1, the other freshman, Carly Theed. And we have to wait for Lynn Kelmus, the second referee, to get them checked in. So Amanda Vicanti at the service line. Brought up by Krantz, set to the middle. Tap Nelson. Lydia got a piece of it, but no one was there to keep it in play. So our 8th tie at 15 apiece. Back the serve from the Fighting Cougars. Theed brings it up. Vicanti sets. Audrey brings it down, tipped over. Bulldogs. Audrey sets outside. Lydia. Nelson brings it across. Set. Blocked again. Nelson and Nelson. Shoots that over in there by Pulse. Set to Lydia, and she just goes wide left. So now the Cougars take the lead at 16-15. And back serving is Michaela McCormick, a senior outside hitter. Lydia brings it up. Vicanti sets to her. And ace. That's her 5th ace match. You got better view of that than I do.
Phil, that's the 5th for Audrey so far tonight. Yeah, and just in this first set here as we get tied again at 16.
All right, and back serving now, Macy Theed for the Bulldogs. Ball's up, set by Even, left side, hammered hard, but Vicanti handles it well, and Schoenberg passes over. Setter now is Even. She sets right side, and down along the line, Brandy Pauls, 5'8" senior, hammers it. And so it's 17 for the home team. The Fighting Cougars, 16 for the visiting Bulldogs. And back with the serve is Taya McGregor, another senior. McGregor's serve passed up well by Schoenberg. Vicanti sets on the backside to Nelson, well covered that time by McCormick. Shoots that brief by Pauls. Vacani sets to Audrey, and up, fully extended, wonderful jump and down. 9th tie, 17s. Back serving now, Audrey Nelson. Taking a seat is Callie McDermott. In is Carly Lurs to play across the front. Nelson serve, soft serve, and we're going to have an illegal hit off of that. That will be a service ace.
Bulldogs, that was a nice serve. Bulldogs maybe get a little lucky there, though, because that looked like it was going to be a great save by McCook Central Montrose.
18-17, Bulldogs up, set number 1. Nelson catches the back corner. A discussion in the backcourt by the Cougars. Watch it drop in, and so 19-17.
She pulled the string a little on that. She'd been rifling darts all day, and that went a little softer, and it just died out there in that back line.
She sets up on that left side, not very commonly done. Set up by Even.
You got another illegal
hit. Double hit coming. 20-17. And the second timeout taken by Kim Vanderwoody and the Fighting Cougars. So you're watching and listening to high school volleyball on KJAM back in 30.
With so many electrical professionals to choose from, we want you to feel safe and secure when choosing Josh Olson Electric Incorporated. Whether you need an outlet installed or your whole home rewired, safety is always our top priority. Electrical projects, no matter the size, big or small, can be a complicated mess. Josh Olson Electric can take care of all your electrical needs, including ag, residential, new home, and new construction. Call Josh Olson Electric Incorporated today at 270-1977, where safety is our top priority.
And welcome back, high school volleyball. McCook Central Montrose hosting the Bulldogs of Madison. If you're watching our web stream, the Fighting Cougars are on your left side in the black. They trail 17-20. They're out of timeouts. And the junior, Audrey Nelson, back at the service line for the Bulldogs. Serve comes over, passed up. Set in there by Even, right side, and unable to convert was the hit by Alban Schmidt. 21 Bulldogs, 17 Fighting Cougars. Coach Cradaville giving the signal to Audrey, and I'm not sure they agreed where the serve was going. Into the backcourt, up, down, nice save in there by Vacani, but not quite enough. So they break the string. 21-18, Cougars trail, but now have the serve. Coming in off the bench to serve, Maddie Lauk. She's a 5'6" sophomore. She should be the setter now for the Cougars. She approaches, serves deep, and she's going to pick up the service ace as that goes off of Megan Schoenberg's arm. And service ace for Lauk. She gets the signal for her next serve, brings it over. Vacani right there that was Lurs to be right there to bring it up. Outside hit. Nelson brings it up. Vacani sets outside for Schoenberg, and Schoenberg just comes under the top of the ribbon. So 21-20. Coach Jill Cradaville uses her first timeout, so we'll step aside for 30.
If you are considering a move, give Signature Realty a call for a free home market analysis. With their combined 30 years of experience in the real estate industry, you can be assured that you will be in good hands. Signature Realty would love to start a no-obligation conversation with you on the current real estate market. They have the expertise to guide you through the home selling process in a personalized and professional manner. Contact Signature Realty Group at 605-427-7777 or visit them online at signaturerealtysd.com.
So the Bulldogs break their huddle here in Montrose. The Montrose student body doing their rendition of the wave, and probably some seventh grader got stuck with the running.
Well, they got the energy. They can handle it.
So 21 Bulldogs, 20 Fighting Cougars. Back with the serve, Lauk, and the timeout worked to the advantage of breaking the concentration on the serve. 22-20. Back serving the freshman setter, Carly Theed. They've got their libero plus their setter. They're hiding in the back row. Up, set to the middle, over. Oh, and Carly steps in front of bigger sister Macy, and it goes off of her hand, out of bounds. 22-21. Back with the serve is Brandy Pulse. She's a senior outside hitter. Brings it over. Carly sets, shoots that over. Just long by Carly Lurs. So we have a tie at 22, and that is the 11th tie in this set. Serve up by Theed, to Theed. Carly sets, Amanda, blocked out of bounds. A nice block set up by Wagner and Schmidt, but it goes out of bounds off of the double block. 23 Bulldogs, 22 Fighting Cougars, and Megan Schoenberg from the service line delivers a bullet, overpass. Yes, Carly Lurs picks up her first kill. 24-22. What could be set point?
She missed on that last one by a few inches. She nailed that one by a few inches. Here we go.
And Megan Schoenberg with the opportunity delivers it over. Service ace. The Bulldogs win set number 1, 25-22. A set that saw 11 ties. Obviously, that many or more lead changes. What a match, or what a set. Not a match yet.
Buckle up, folks. I don't think we're going anywhere in 3 tonight. That was a phenomenal way to start it off. The energy in here is, super high right now. We got big student sections here on both sides. And, the Bulldogs, they really came out intense here in this one. McCook Central Montrose, they've got some big hitters of their own kind of up and down that lineup. So you've got to come at them hard. You've got to attack them, because if you sit back and play passive, they've got the people, the hitters up front to just absolutely rip you apart. Good set win for the Bulldogs, up 1-0 here. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this 1-minute break with set number 2 back in a minute on KJAM.
First Madison Insurance.
With expertise in all areas of insurance, you can trust First Madison Insurance to get you the best coverage at the best price. Whether that's insurance for agriculture, commercial, personal lines, life, health, or retirement insurance, special events, or specialty insurance, they offer everything for everyone. Find out how First Madison Insurance can help you with any of these products and services by calling First Madison Insurance at 256-6634.
Perk up, Madison coffee drinkers. Stop by Scooter's Coffee on Washington Avenue in Montgomery's parking lot in Madison. Drive through 7 mornings a week at the Scooter's drive-thru for their signature Caramelicious and the hot breakfast item, or even a muffin. And on your way home, try one of their smoothies or teas. View their menu now at scooterscoffee.com or use the Scooter's phone app for mobile orders and earn rewards like free drinks. Your daily coffee fix just got tastier and more convenient at Scooter's Coffee in Madison. Scooter's Coffee is a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs athletics.
The Montrose Body Shop understands how much you love your truck. They specialize in a full line of truck accessories and spray and bed liners. They carry Nerf bars, running boards, stainless steel rocker trim, and wheel trim, and much more. They also specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, plus glass replacement and repair of all makes and models. Call Donnie at the Montrose Body Shop at 363-5098 for more details on accessorizing your vehicle. The Montrose Body Shop, proud to support area athletics.
And welcome back here, McCook Central Montrose at Montrose High School. Madison Bulldogs take the first set, 1-0 here now. They lead it over McCook Central Montrose. Mac Rose, Tom Farrell with you from the MDL broadcast booth. It'll be McCook Central Montrose with the serve to start things off. Brianna Even, one of the seniors, back to serve to start things off here for MCM. Bulldogs set up for Audrey Nelson, and she'll put the kill down. And the first points of set number 2 goes to the Bulldogs. Amanda Vacanti back to serve, as quickly running on for Madison will be Lydia Nelson replacing Carly Theed. So you've got Nelson and Nelson along with Ostis at the front here for the Bulldogs. Serve coming from Amanda Vacanti. rifles this one. Nice return by Pulse. High up into the air. Now played up front for McGregor across, but Langles at left, and it goes wide. And a quick 2-0 lead for the Bulldogs here in set number 2. McCanty back to serve again for Madison. The junior with a strong serve over pass. Dumped back down by Audrey Nelson. Another kill for Audrey. I believe give her 8 on the night.
Middle hitters love that.
Yeah.
When it works.
Vacanti serves again. This one a better pass running in underneath this as MCM. A shoot set, but a little bit of a miss hit by Pulse. I thought Even was going to be able to get a little more on that set that time as she came running in. Pulse seemed like it surprised her and wasn't able to get it across. So 4 straight points for the Bulldogs to open up set 2 as Vacanti rifles this one just a touch long, and a great job by the senior Pulse getting out of the way of that one and letting it go long. That ends the Bulldogs' run. It's a 4-1 Madison advantage here in set number 2. As on to serve is McCormick. Serve to Thied, played up to Vacanti. Sets it for Audrey, blocked back. Or no, it was not, pardon me. I From where I sat, I thought they got blocked back into Audrey and then under the net. It went off the blocker and under the net on the MCM side. And so that's a point for the Bulldogs at 5-1. Another kill for Audrey as she's got 9, approaching double digits early in the match. And back to serve is Macy Thied, the libero. Played up by Pulse. Set back to Pulse on the outside. Good hit. Thied is there. Vacanti, short set for Nelson. She'll try to dump it into the deep corner on the right side, but she left it wide by about a foot. And a point for MCM. Their libero subs out as Vanderwoody back in. 6'1 junior. And back to serve will be McGregor. McGregor's jump serve is a good one. Diving down Schoenberg. Kept alive Vacanti. Nelson sends it over, but it's going wide on the free ball. I think she got herself a little turned around and never back really squared up with the net that time. And a point for McCook Central Montrose. As Taya McGregor will serve again. Short serve, clips the net. Nice job, Audrey. Keeps it alive. Vacanti dumps it across. MCM now with an opportunity. Near side, big hit. Through a block attempt, but kept alive off the hit of Schmidt. Nelson sends it over on the shoot set. Set outside Pulse. She rifles one down in front of Carly Lurs for a point. 2 big hits by MCM. One of them drops down for the kill. Pulse her third. They've really spread it out. 3 players with 3 kills for MCM here as they trail it by a point now. 5-4 in the second set. Serve coming from McGregor. And this one sails wide. Schoenberg lets it go. And the side out sends Audrey Nelson back to serve. Sends Callie McDermott to the bench. And brings Carly Lurs back out onto the floor. Audrey Nelson serving for the Bulldogs, up by 2, 6-4 here, second set. Set up down the middle, big hit off the hands of Vanderwoody, tipped to the net by the Bulldogs. Now set for Nelson, hit from the back row, and she'll hit it down. She pulled, again, kind of a little change up on that. She looked like she was going to rifle that and then just kind of dumped it across, got a tip, and got it down for the point. She serves here, up 7-4 now. Played up front, set by Even, outside by Pulse, blocked back, kept alive MCM, off the block by Lydia Nelson. Now set near side, Schoenberg on the hit, blocked once, twice, up in the air, hit across. There's a wide left side, just barely. The Bulldogs caught a little break there because Schmidt knew exactly where she needed to go as MCM was keeping it alive with the net. A point for Madison. They've got them doubled up right now, 8-4 here in the second set. Nelson on the serve. Audrey serve played up by Pulse, set right back to Pulse. Big hit through the block attempt, and Brandy Pulse has her 4th kill of the night and a side out for McCook Central Montrose. Wagner in as Even checks out. Also back in is Maddie Lauk. And Lauk will drop back to serve here, the sophomore setter for McCook Central Montrose. The Cougars with the serve. Audrey plays it up Vacanti. Vacanti set for Schoenberg. Goes deep with it to Krantz, the libero. Over the net. Bulldogs thought maybe not across the antenna. Oh, then a dump set across by Vacanti. Nice cover there by MCM. Vacanti takes the hit from the Cougars. Played for Schoenberg now. A shoot set over to the wide side of the court. Played by Pulse. Set to the near side and a hit from Wagner. Vacanti, a little miss hit into the stands. And a point for MCM. Bulldogs build up a lead. MCM comes back. Bulldogs build up a lead again, and now MCM is closed at the 2. 8-6 here as the Fighting Cougars. Maddie Lauk, the sophomore, goes back to serve. So it's a senior-heavy team. Here's the one really young underclassman that plays. Serve across. Vacanti sets for Nelson from the back row, but she hit it into the net. Nelson with the miss hit. And a 1-point lead now for Madison. 8-7 here.
Shaking it off is what she's doing. Shaking it off.
Maddie Lauk to serve again for the Fighting Cougars. Serves long. And the side out for Madison. 9-7 now. Bulldogs lead here. The Farmers Ag Center scoreboard as Carly Theed, the freshman for the Bulldogs, is in. And back to serve. Sends it across. Lauk sets to the middle. Huge hit, but long by Vanderwoody. And a point for Madison now. They lead it by 3 again, 10-7. They've led by as many as 4 twice in this second set. Served by Theed. Krantz plays it up now to the outside. A back row hit attempt by McCormick goes into the net. And Madison back up 4 again, 11-7 here. Bulldogs took the first set and lead it in the second. Early here still in this second. Haven't seen the ties, though, that we saw, in that first one. That first one just back and forth the whole way. Theed, short serve into the net, and a service error by the Bulldogs. We'll send Brandy Pulse, senior, back to serve. Serve, played up by Theed, and then hit across by the libero, Macy Theed. Set middle, McCormick through the block attempt off the tip of Schoenberg and down for the kill.
It's a couple of times we haven't set up our defense behind that double block, even though we're getting a piece of it.
11-9 now in McCook Central Montrose. Trailing by 2. Here's the serve. Little miss hit by Vacanti. Theed sends it up. It'll be a free ball by Lurs. Played up by Krantz. Set to the outside. Strong hit. Tipped to the net there by McCormick. Bulldog shoots it over by Schoenberg. MCM down the middle. Hit from Vanderwoody. Played up by Theed. Now set for Vacanti. Huge hit, and she finds the back line. Vacanti puts it away for the kill.
Her second kill of the evening. Something they need is to get the other hitters involved.
Absolutely. Did they give that point to Madison on the board? There it goes now. Yep. 12-10. Took a little while. Schoenberg will serve.
It's 12-9, actually.
Oh, there now they said it. 12-9. They gave it to the wrong team there. So Bulldogs send it across. Shoot set over by Madison. Dumped across. Diving play by Carly Theed trying to keep it alive. Couldn't get there in time as that's a kill for Vanderwoody. Her 5th of the match. And 2-point lead again for Madison. 12-10 is on the side out. Krantz serving here for McCook Central Montrose. The libero across. Played up to Vacanti. Big hit right off the ribbon. Great job by Krantz. Kept it alive. Comes back over the net. We're going to get a net violation on the Bulldogs, I believe.
Ostis.
Yep. Ostis in the net for Madison.
I think she actually played the ball over the net. Not sure on that call, but it is what it's called.
Yeah. So a point for McCook Central Montrose. And the Bulldog lead down to 1 now. 12-11. Here's the Krantz serve, and it's one's headed wide. And a service error by the Fighting Cougars. 13-11 here in the second set. Those of you joining us here on AM 1390 or streaming live our video stream at AmazingMadison.com and on our YouTube page here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Matt Gross, Tom Farrell with you from the MDL broadcast booth. Serve across by McDermott for the Bulldogs. Hit across and a nice hit by McCormick. Theed plays it up back from the net. Nelson sends it over hard. Pulse plays it off one hand, and it goes wide. And point for the Bulldogs. I think the aggressiveness by Nelson that time threw them off. They thought they were getting a free ball there, and they didn't get it.
It wasn't free.
Serve across by the Bulldogs, and then played out by McCook Central Montrose. Callan McDermott Jr. will be back to serve, but not before we get a timeout. 15-11, Bulldogs lead. Timeout on the court. We'll pause as well. Back in 30 seconds here on AM 1390 KJAM.
At McCook Therapy and Wellness, their mission is moving you to wellness by combining rehabilitation with their fitness and wellness facility. Their primary purpose is to help you recover or retain the functionality you're accustomed to by using many different services, including occupational, physical, and speech therapy, pain management, dry needling, and more. They also have Fitness on Demand, a state-of-the-art fitness program. With their experienced therapists and personnel on staff, they can help with any therapy and fitness questions or concerns. Move to wellness today by calling McCook Therapy and Wellness at 425-3303.
Welcome back here to the MDL broadcast booth. McCook Central Montrose and the Madison Bulldogs. Region 3A volleyball opening round, the quarterfinals. Bulldogs lead 15-11. McDermott serves after the MCM timeout. Hit across by MCM. Here's Vacanti with the kill for Madison. Vacanti starting to get rolling a little bit here in this set. That's her third kill. And the Bulldogs open up a 5-point lead now, 16-11, as McDermott serves again. And it's off the hands of Pulse. Krantz runs over to get to it, and now free ball across by McCormick. The libero is there, up to the freshman now for the Bulldogs. Oh, just a little bit long, that hit by Nelson. She was trying to float that one over the top of the defense, and just like a half-inch long. That looked like it caught a little red, but you don't get that call in volleyball, it seems. 16-12, Bulldogs lead. MCM is on to serve. Bulldogs let it go, but it's right there. Macy Theed was there. Maybe didn't realize how far she was from that back line. Let that one go, and it's an ace. Brianna Even serving again. She has 2 aces on the night. Here it comes right to Theed. The libero off her hands and out of play. And so she's got to be ready, because I guarantee you, well, I was going to say it's coming back at her. No, it's not. Schoenberg comes in to replace her. So Schoenberg in now.
Callie McDermott helps position her as she comes in off the bench.
16-14 Bulldogs lead. Here's the serve to McDermott. Up to Theed, back to Callie, and a free ball across. Krantz plays it up for Even. She sets down the middle. Diving attempt by the Bulldogs to keep it alive by the freshman Theed, but it goes out of play. And a timeout now by Madison. McCook Central Montrose 4 straight points to bring it back to a 1-point game here in the second set. We got a timeout. We'll pause. Back in 30 on KJAM.
Whether you want pizza now or 2 in the morning, you can grab fresh, hot, tasty pizza at Class Corner Madison. They know that anytime is pizza time. At Class Corner Madison, you can also order roasted chicken, burgers, and other food conveniently. Plus, Class Corner Madison is open 24/7 with multiple gas pumps and a large selection of convenience items. Order your pizza today by calling Class Corner Madison at 256-0338 or view their menu and order online at myclasscorner.com.
Classic Corner.
After the Bulldog timeout, it's McCook Central Montrose on the serve. Bulldogs set for Nelson. Hit to the middle, played up by MCM. Back to the outside, strong hit. McDermott there to take it out. But no, I think we had a whistle before that, didn't we?
We had an under the net call.
I don't know that everybody heard that whistle. It's getting pretty loud in here. But yeah, that's another point for the Fighting Cougars. So we are tied now at 16 here in the second set. MCM with the serve from Even. Theed sets. Nelson, big hit, blocked down. And a point for the Bulldogs. Another kill.
Perfect pass up for Carly.
Yeah, that was a real good set that time by the freshman Carly Theed as she comes out, replaced by Lydia Nelson. Lydia and Audrey up front along with Ostis. Vacanti back to serve, up a point, 17-16. Rifles this one, ducking down his Krantz to get out of the way, and it's long. And a service error by the Bulldogs. We're tied again at 17 here in the second set. MCM trying to even things up at 2 sets apiece. Serving as McCormick for the Fighting Cougars. Audrey pass up to Vacanti. Vacanti sets for Lydia Nelson. Down!
No, Ostis.
Or Ostis that time, pardon me. Ostis with the kill. She goes to the bench. Her first kill of the night.
Too many ponytails.
Yeah, we got a lot of long, dark-haired kind of lanky gals out there for the Bulldogs. Theed with the serve. Up 18-17. Outside Pulse with a hit. That's down. What a hit that was from Brandy Pulse. She's got 5 kills, leading the way now for the Fighting Cougars. And it's 18-18.
Third tie of the second set.
McGregor to serve for the Fighting Cougars. Serve played up by McDermott. Vacanti sets outside. Schoenberg with the hit. She lobs it over the top of the double block. Set to the middle. Block back down by Nelson. It's Audrey with the block. And the point for the Bulldogs. And a 19-18 Bulldog lead. Substitution McDermott out. Lurs is in as Audrey rotates back to serve here for Madison. Audrey Nelson has her signal from Coach Cradaville and serves. Played by Pulse. Even. Now back row hit coming from McCormick, and it's into the net. And the Bulldogs bring the lead back to 2 now, 20-18 here in the second set. Audrey Nelson will serve again. Nelson serve. Pulse passed up near the front, even back to Pulse. A little behind her. She got it across. Now it's a 50-50 ball up in the air, and it's won by Vanderwoody. That's where it helps having 6-1 there at the net. And she puts it down for the point. Vanderwoody with that kill. That's her 6th. 20-19. Bulldogs lead. McCook Central Montrose sends Locke back to serve. Addie Locke with the serve. Theed brings it up. Vacanti dumps it over. Dive in by Krantz to keep it alive. Over by Vanderwoody. The Bulldogs. Vacanti short set. For Lurs, played by MCM. Outside Wagner with the hit. Vacanti's right there. Here's the back row hit from Nelson. Right to Krantz. Pulse again. Sends it across. The Libero Theed is there. Vacanti sends it back. Nelson takes a chance. Hits it from the back row hard. Right to Krantz again. Down the middle, it's Vanderwoody. Bulldogs are there in a long rally. Nelson over. Miss it! And a Bulldog point. A long rally, but it ends in a miss hit by MCM as the Bulldogs take the point 21-19.
13 kills.
Carly Theed is in to serve here for the Madison Bulldogs, up 21-19 in the second set. Serve is away. Krantz reaches over last second and has it. Big hit down for a kill by Vanderwoody. Another kill for her. She's up to 7 now. Match high for MCM.
And she's the junior.
Pulse to serve. Bulldogs are there. Theed plays it back. Hit by Nelson into the net. And we are tied at 21 here late in the second set. Some big points coming up. Madison trying to take a 2-0 lead. MCM trying to even it all up. Pulse with the serve. Strong serve. It's long. And so a service error by McCook Central Montrose. 22-21. Schoenberg and the Bulldogs.
Fourth service error for the Fighting Cougars.
The Bulldogs trying to take advantage of it here as the senior Schoenberg serves. Passed up. Set to the outside. Dumped across by MCM. Oh, Bulldogs, a little miscommunication. It's alive and Lurs. Free ball over. Krantz is there. Now Lauk sets it outside for McCormick. Hit down kill for Michaela McCormick. And we are tied at 22. Schoenberg out. Macy Theed back in as Aubrey Kranz. The Libero will serve for the Fighting Cougars. Theed up now. Nelson block back. Bulldogs are there up over the net and hit down. Bulldogs were never set. Didn't really know where the ball was. McGregor knew where it was, and she sent it down for the point. And Madison will use their second timeout. 23-22. MCM leading second set. We're back after a 30-second break on KJAM.
When looking for parts or accessories for your vehicle, bring it to Sturdivant's Auto Parts. Sturdivant's Auto Parts has the parts and accessories you need to keep your vehicle running smoothly year-round. Their inventory ranges from batteries, wiper blades, oil filters, tow ropes, floor mats, jumper cables, gauges, jacks, spark plugs, tools, belts, you name it, they have it. With a wide inventory that's stocked with the most trusted brands in the industry, you can trust the professionals at Sturdivant's Auto Parts to get you the right part the first time.
Welcome back to the MDL broadcast booth. 23-21. McCook Central Montrose leads in the second set. Trying to even things up at a set apiece here in Montrose. After the timeout, it's Kranz, the libero, serving for MCM. Feed up to Carly now. Here's Vacanti, tipped to the net. Played by MCM. Back set for Wagner. Wagner through the block attempt and down.
We got a piece of it, but it rolled on the ribbon.
24-22. McCook Central Montrose leads it here in the second set as Kranz serves. And it's long. And a service error. Bulldogs. Lurs will come out, and McDermott will come in. And Callie McDermott will serve. They have to have this point at least to stay alive here in the second set. Callie McDermott with the serve. Angled left, played up by Pulse. Set to the middle, big hit, off the ribbon, down, and it's a point, and it's a kill, and it's a second set win for McCook Central Montrose. 25-23. Not quite the back and forth one necessarily we had in the first time, but it ends up being just as good of a set.
Very definitely, Matt. These two teams both came ready to play and certainly know what's at stake because there is no tomorrow for the team that doesn't come away with that victory this evening.
We're all square through two. Third set's coming up. We'll be back in 90 seconds on KJM.
Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service of Bob's Electric in Madison. No matter if it's new or existing service upgrades, things like lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans in farm, commercial, or residential areas, Bob's Electric can handle your electrical needs. They also offer 24-hour electrical emergency service. Bob's Electric serves Howard, Canova, Madison, and surrounding areas. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric, serving Southeast South Dakota.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments many people will make in their lifetime. Weber Abstract will make your investment secure. Hi, I'm Kelly with Weber Abstract. For over 70 years, we have helped so many wonderful people build their trust in our services. We strive to continue that tradition for another 70 years. Call 256-4640 to speak with one of our local and knowledgeable staff that serves all of Lake County. You can also visit our website at weberabstract.com. Weber Abstract, why go anywhere else?
Kinsley Funeral Home is family-owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
And welcome back, Montrose High School Region 3A Volleyball. We're tied in this match. One set apiece. Bulldogs winning 25-22 set one. Fighting Cougars 25-23, and McDermott's serve is in. Cougars bring it back across, up by Theed, set to Carly, and Vacanti just goes wide. That is the first lead in a set starting out that the Fighting Cougars have had. We'll see whether that's a factor or not. Back with the serve now for the Fighting Cougars is Even. Ball up. Nelson brings it across. Set to this left side. Taken. Nelson. Well, that was Ostis with the block. And Vacanti and Nelson up with the block. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Fighting Cougars, who came back from behind in that second set to win that set by a 25-23 score. Serve across in there by Even. Set to Nelson, and this time she goes along the ribbon of the net, almost identical to what we saw in that second set, Matt, where the Bulldogs came out and took an early lead, and here the Fighting Cougars are doing that in set number 3. We play best 3 out of 5 sets. McDermott brings it up. Theed sets on the outside for Nelson, and she just catches the line. That'll be her 14th kill, so 3-1 is our score.
Official was almost apologizing, like, yeah, I'm sorry, that's in.
Amanda Vicanti with the serve, and that one doesn't stay in, and so that'll be a 4-1 Fighting Cougar league. And rotating around, Michaela McCormick, one of the many seniors on this Fighting Cougar team. Sets up left side, delivers it over the net. Nelson and Vicanti bring it over eventually by Theed. Set, and right there to bring it up was the Nelson. Back up. The Cougar set left side, taken over by Pulse, and eventually down. Bulldogs just kind of let that one drop in front of them. So quickly it's a 5-1 McCook Central Montrose lead in this third set. Serve brought up in there by McDermott to Nelson. Nelson through the double block set by McGregor and Schmidt for a Bulldog point. But Bulldogs down by 3. Back serving now Macy Theed for the Bulldogs. She's a senior, one of the 2 on the team, brings it over. And we've got a net violation and a center line violation on the Fighting Cougars. So 3 for the Bulldogs, 5 for McCook Central Montrose. We are in set number 3. Macy Theed's serve is a deep serve. Brought, set to the middle, and kill by Taya McGregor for the Fighting Cougars. That gives her 7th kill. Doubled up now, 6-3, and that moves McGregor around to the backside to serve for the Fighting Cougars. Serve, and that goes long, service air. 6-4, Fighting Cougars. Substitution. McDermott takes a seat, and Carly Lurs in for the Bulldogs. Audrey Nelson around to the backcourt to serve. Nelson, right-handed server, brings it across, passed up again, and free-balled over in there by Pauls. Nelson to Vicanti with a little dump, and a little shoots that over. Vicanti sets outside for Schoenberg. Pulse brings it up, set, taken over in there by Vanderwoody. Nelson sets. Schoenberg is going to pick up the kill. So 5 for the Bulldogs, 6 for the Fighting Cougars. For Megan, that's her 3rd kill of the evening. And Audrey Nelson stays at the service line and puts it into the net. 7-5 advantage. Fighting Cougars tied 1 set apiece. Multiple substitutions, Wagner in, as well as Lauk for the Fighting Cougars. It'll be Maddie Lauk, the sophomore, back at the service line for the Fighting Cougars. Serve comes across Schoenberg. Vicanti sets back to Schoenberg. Blocked and out. The block was set nicely on the double by Vanderwoody and Wagner, but too much on it by Schoenberg. Picks up her 4th kill. 7-6 Fighting Cougars. Back serving now Macy Theed. Macy serve brought out of the back by Kranz and brought over Theed, and eventually Macy brings it across for the Bulldogs. Set left side, down hard there by Pauls. Up, this is Schoenberg, and right along the net, and it's going to go out. So 7-7 persistence for the Bulldogs brings us back to our first tie in this third set. And Carly Theed with another serve. Deep, brought up in there by Krantz. Set by Pauls, and we're going to have a double hit being called on the set. So an 8-7 Bulldog advantage, tied at 1 set apiece in this third set. And Carly Theed with another serve just clears the net. Set to the middle. Hammer, but goes wide. Was the hit in there by Vanderwood. So Bulldogs now 9-7 for the Fighting Cougars. Theed's next serve is over. Out of the backcourt now. Hit long in there by McCormick. Set. This is Schoenberg. Double block that time works for the Cougars. Vanderwood and also Wagner. So 9 for the Bulldogs, 8 for the Fighting Cougars. Serve across in there by Pulse. The sets on the outside for Vacanti.
Oh, that went long.
Oh, it just went wide.
Wow.
So second tie, third set, 9 apiece. Back serving is Pauls. Theed brings it up to Sister Carly. Vacanti, little tip set across. Left-handed hit over in there by Wagner. They bring it up to Schoenberg. Up by Lurs. Back set to Vacanti. Off the block, and 10 for the Bulldogs. 9. Vacanti now has 4 kills. Megan Schoenberg rotates around to serve for the Bulldogs. Ostis, Vacanti, and Lurs up front. Ball partially blocked in there. Nobody behind it. So we're tied at 10 apiece. And that is our third tie in this third set. And back serving is the libero now, Aubrey Krantz. Passed up nicely in there. Theed sets to Lurs. Lurs passes. Theed sets outside, this time for Vacanti. Up. Ostis. Theed sets back to Vacanti. Takes it down along the line. Nice court awareness. Picks up the 11th point for the Bulldogs. 11-10. Taking a seat. Carly Lurs in now is the to serve is going to be Callie McDermott. Coach Cradaville being sure that we're lined correctly, pretty emphatically there. Ball passed up and out of the middle hit. Nice job in there by Taya McCormick. Picks up her 8th kill, and we're tied at 11. Set number 1, set number 3, very similar.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. This feels exactly like set 1. It's just back and forth the whole way through.
Brianna Even, a senior setter, now in the back row serving. Passed up by Theed, set outside for Vacanti. Right up and shoots that back quickly by the Fighting Cougars. Ball up, set. This is going to go to Vacanti, who hammers hard. Amanda has awakened.
Yes, she has. It started to happen midway through that second set. She's up to 6 kills now here in the match.
And is hitting the ball well. Back now to serve Amanda Vacanti. She'll be setting now, and we'll have Nelson and Ostis in the front row. Nice serve. Set to the backside. Hit. Kept in play by Theed. Free ball. Ostis keeps it in play. Up by the libero Krantz. Set to the middle. Nelson with the block. Off of there of the hit of McGregor. Vacanti sets. Nelson kill. Bulldogs 13. Fighting Cougars 11. Timeout as the libero, Aubrey Krantz, has to tie her shoe. Keeps Amanda Vacanti at the service line. Rips the top of the net. Krantz brings it up. Set on the outside, and that hits the antenna. Bulldogs 14. Fighting Cougars 11. And Vacanti continuing from the service line. Gets the signal from Coach Cradaville. Ball over, sauce serve, brought up by Krantz, set and taken over. Eventually, Theed brings it over, and Nelson with the overpass. Set, Vacanti keeps it in play. Nelson and Audrey brings it across. Set into the middle, hammer! Taya McGregor picks up her 9th kill of the evening and the 12th point for the Fighting Cougars in this set number 3.
Yeah, too many free balls right there for a team like MCM. You give them those opportunities, they'll put it away.
Oh, service air out of the backcourt in there by McCormick. So it's 15-12. Bulldogs on top. Back serving now. Macy Theed, one of the 2 seniors on this Bulldog team. She takes it deep. Krantz brings it up. Set on the right side for Pulse. Theed Vacanti sets to Nelson. She has to back pass it over. Pulse out of that left side. Set in there by Even. And Pulse picks up the kill, her 7th of the evening. 7-7-9 are the kills for the Cougars. 15-13, Bulldogs on top. Here comes the serve across by McGregor, but it did not make it across.
A couple in a row now, isn't it,
Right.
for MCM?
Yep. 16-13 now. And Audrey Nelson in the backcourt to serve. Vacanti, our setter. Schoenberg, Lurs, and Nelson up front. And Lurs gets a piece of the block. Vacanti sets to the backcourt. That's Nelson. Takes it across the net. And Pulse, right there, though, was Theed to bring it up. Backside for Lydia. And the freshman, Lydia Nelson, picks up the kill. 17-13.
First kill of the night for Lydia, and she picked a pretty good time for it right there for the Bulldogs.
And pretty excited with that. 17-13, sister Audrey Nelson at the service line. Ball is over. Up, set to that outside for Pulse. Just clears the net, but Lydia tries to keep it in play.
That's one of those you're just glad Amanda Vacanti is okay.
Yeah.
She dove head first into the stands.
So 17-14 on the side out. Substitution in now, Maddie Lauk, sophomore setter, will be serving for the Fighting Cougars. We're tied 1 set apiece. This is that 3rd set. Serve comes across, ball up, Vacanti. Outside, this is Schoenberg. Takes it through the double block that was set by Wagner and also Vanderwoody. 18-14. Took a little trip.
Yeah.
Here we go. Back serving again. Carly Theed for the Bulldogs, one of the 2 freshmen. Her serve, soft serve, played by the Cougars. They're going to have to free ball that over by Krantz. Up Theed, sets to Vacanti. She hammers, picks up the kill. I don't know what she had for lunch, but she better eat it again.
Well, and I got to tell you, as timeout coming, Carly Theed just keeps getting better and better at the service line for a freshman.
So we'll take a 30-second break on KJAM. Back in 30.
At Montgomery's in Madison, Sioux Falls, Watertown, and Aberdeen, you'll not only find high-quality furniture, you'll also find a large selection of flooring, custom window fashions, a wide variety of unique artwork and accessories, and of course, their complimentary interior design service. For personal service, shop your local Montgomery store today and discover that they're more than just your furniture store. Visit them online at montgomerys.com because you deserve more. Montgomery's wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game.
As high school Region 3A volleyball this evening, Tom Farrell, Matt Gross in the MDL broadcast booth. It is a little after 8 p.m. and you're listening to KJAM 1390 out of Madison, South Dakota. We're tied 1 set apiece. We're in the 3rd set. Bulldogs lead 19-15, and Carly Theed delivers a serve deep into the backcourt. Set on the left side. Ball brought up nicely by Audrey Nelson to Vacanti. One arms it, keeps it in play. Schoenberg up and over the block. Set, this is on the backside. Theed gets a piece of it out from her libro's position. Vacanti brings it over. Pulse sets and taken over in there by Vanderwoody. Outside, Schoenberg. Oh, wow. Kept in play. Up.
We get a
double
hit on the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
How did MCM get that last one across? That was incredible.
19-15. Back serving now, Pulse. Vacanti. Theed sets back to Vacanti. She goes to the deep side where Pulse brings it up. And ball goes long. Out of bounds. 20 for the Bulldogs. 15 for the home Fighting Cougars of McCrook Central Montrose. And back serving for the Bulldogs is Megan Schoenberg. Schoenberg delivers a bullet. Long. Service air, 20 for the Bulldogs, 16 for the Fighting Cougars. Schoenberg takes a seat. In comes the libero for the Bulldogs. Back serving, speaking of liberos, it's Aubrey Krantz. Feed sets and shoots that across in there by Sister Macy. Set to the middle and kill by Taya McGregor. Her 10th kill of the evening. 20 for the Bulldogs, 17 for the Fighting Cougars.
Here they come again.
And Aubrey Krantz. Nothing is safe. And Krantz's serve. Feed brings it up. Vacanti doesn't quite clear the net, and quickly Coach Jill Cradaville uses her first of 2 timeouts. So we're going to step aside for 30 seconds on KJAM. Back in 30.
Madison Regional Health System is dedicated to keeping you in the game. Our expert team of physicians and physical therapists can treat your strains, sprains, or any injury that has you sidelined. Madison Regional Health System also brings top orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists to Madison every week. Whether you're a serious athlete or a weekend warrior, you can trust Madison Regional Health System to get you back on your feet and into the game. Call us today at 605-256-6551.
This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
And welcome back to Montrose High School Region 3A Volleyball. The Cook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars 18. The Bulldogs visiting from Madison 20. And back with the serve is Aubrey Krantz, their libero. And second time this evening that Coach Cradaville has gotten us a point.
And that one just looked like it hung there over the ribbon for a minute and then came down on the MCM side of the net.
So Callie McDermott, our number 1 server, steps in to take a point chance here. 21-18, 1 set apiece. McDermott serve deep into the backcourt. Set left side, hammered out. So 22.
Oh, I missed the call there, but point to MCM.
I thought she signaled that out.
She did signal it out over here. I'm not sure if they overruled or if they called it. I didn't see him call a touch.
Well, we've got something going on here with a discussion.
Yeah, it's going to be point to MCM.
Oh, don't know what happened, Matt. We
Coach
can't explain
Cradaville
it.
is, I would say, not happy.
We cannot figure that one out. Feed, and Nelson left hands it over to keep it in play for the Bulldogs. McDermott keeps it there, and Vacanti takes it deep into the middle, and this hit out of there was McGregor. So now we pick up the 22nd point, 19 for the Cougars. Carly Feed takes a seat, and in comes Lydia Nelson and Amanda Vacanti back at the service line. 1 set apiece. Vacanti's serve at 22 is up, set. Nelson takes it over. Feed up by McDermott and over nicely by Ostas. Set into the middle for Audrey. Down. Set. Outside. Oh!
I think it was going long.
Macy Feed wanted that back so bad, and Coach Stradiville, as it just would have gone long. 22-20. Back, Michaela McCormick with the serve. Brought up nicely by Macy. Set. Nelson hammers. That is 23-20. How many for Audrey? 17?
We're up to 17 kills here in the match for Audrey.
Back with the serve now, the senior, Macy Feed. She's our libero. Brings it over, set over to Pulse. Oh, nice save in there by Schoenberg. Nelson deep into there, saved over that time by Eva. Nelson hits it again. Hammer. Oh, nice save by Audrey. Vacanti brings it up. This is Schoenberg going deep. Set outside. Pulse. And right down along the line, Brandy Pulse picks up her 8th kill. 23-21. Back with the serve now is Number 17, Taya McGregor, a senior, sets up far left-hand side. Takes it over, set up by Schoenberg. The Candy brings it back over Nelson.
Nobody home.
Just a single tap. I'm not sure that that's what Audrey intended to do, but it picks up the point. 24-21. I'm surprised McCook Central hasn't taken a timeout. They have one remaining.
Yeah,
Audrey Nelson at the service line. Audrey's serve is in. Little confusion in the back row. Brought up by Krantz. Free balled over. Eventually by Even. Wers takes it, and Wers brings it back over that time. Outside, this is Pauls. And kept it in play. Oh! Nice play at the net by Kayla Vanderwerden. She picks up the point. 24-22. Back with the serve now, Maddie Lauk, the sophomore. She plays that center position. Gets the signal, approaches, delivers the serve. Schoenberg, the Candy sets to Nelson in the back. And Audrey, 18th kill, but most importantly, picks up the Bulldog 25th point for the Bulldogs to take a 2-1 set lead in this match for the advancement in Region 3A.
I like the strategy there, by the way, on that. Like, okay, we need a point. We need a point. You just go to your best hitter out there and let her put it away from the back row. Madison, fought through that one just like that first set. This has just been something to watch here tonight between these two teams. Hey, really quick, one other update. The winner of this match will go to Baltic because they've beaten Tri-Valley 3-0. Garrettson leads Del Rapids 2-1 right now in one of the other quarterfinals in this region. Madison and McCook Central Montrose. Bulldogs with a 2-1 lead. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with the set number 4 in 1 minute on KJAM.
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back to Montrose High School MDL broadcast booth. Region 3A quarterfinals. Madison Bulldogs a 2-1 lead on McCook Central Montrose as we head in to set number 4. A few other finals in Class A volleyball tonight. Sioux Valley a winner over Esteline Hendricks 3-0. Let's see. Sioux Falls Christian has also won a 3-0 win over West Central. Dakota Valley beat Parker. Yikes. 25-7, 25-9, 25-7 tonight. So Dakota Valley's moving on perhaps as expected. Madison Bulldogs are a set away from moving on. A 2-1 lead here at Montrose. But there's been nothing easy about this between MCM and Madison. Each set coming down to the wire. McCook Central Montrose and Brianna Even will serve to start set number 4. And the serve goes wide, right side. And so an early point to the Bulldogs here, 1-0. Madison will sub as Carly Thied comes out and Lydia Nelson in. And back to serve is Amanda Vacanti for the Bulldogs. The road team, the number 6 seed here in this region. Serve is across, overpass comes over. A little miscommunication by the Bulldogs and a free ball over. Krantz plays it up. Big hit, blocked back down by Madison. MCM stays with it. Shoot set attempt across was tipped to the net. Diving save that time by McDermott. And then down with a kill is Audrey Nelson. Diving play by McDermott kept it alive, and Nelson put it away. That's kill number 20 on the night for Audrey, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Bulldogs here in set number 4 as Amanda Vacanti serves again. To Krantz, the libero. Set to the outside for Schmidt. Bulldogs played up Vacanti. She'll set for Ostis. Blocked back down nicely by McCook Central Montrose.
Kelly McDermott tried to keep it in play.
I believe that was the big 6'2 McGregor that time with the kill. So that sends McCormick back to serve. A short serve. Thied just gets a piece of it. Bulldogs' long free ball attempt is over by McDermott. Set outside for Pulse. Blocked back. MCM with it. Up and a back row hit coming. Tip to the net. McDermott plays it up Vacanti. Vacanti sets for Nelson. Nelson hit across. MCM is there. Schmidt with a shoot set attempt. It goes into the net. And point for the Bulldogs. They lead it now 3-1 here in set number 4. Ostis comes out. And back to serve is Thied. Sends it across to Pulse. Then shoot back over to Pulse. She'll send it over. Thied. Vacanti set for Nelson. Dumps it over the block attempt. Pulse is there to keep it alive, but nearly an overpass. Now a free ball across. Thied plays it up Vacanti. Short set for Nelson. A big hit is down for the kill. Amanda dropped down to a knee that time to get that set up. And Nelson put it away for kill number 21. It's a 4-1 Bulldog lead now. I believe it's 4-1, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, 3-1 on the board, but 4-1 in our books. And the serve is across. Big set by McCook Central Montrose. Played up by Vacanti, and then a nice job running him by Thied. She sent it across. Here's Pulse from the outside. Long hit, and Bulldogs stay away this time. And point to Madison, a 5-1 lead now for the Bulldogs here. Good start for Madison in set number 4, but nothing safe with this McCook Central Montrose team as Macy Thied serves again. That one almost clipped the net as it came across. Pulse runs in. The pass was a little too close to the net. Pulse had to run in, couldn't get to it. And a point for Madison and a quick timeout taken by the Fighting Cougars. 6-1 Bulldogs lead. Set number 4. Timeout on the court. We'll pause. Back in 30 seconds on KJAM.
If you love The Office but you don't want to stare at a screen all day, Bud's Cleanup Service in Madison has a perfect job for you. Join the amazing team at Bud's Cleanup Service. They're looking for applicants to work flexible hours in the office and route work. This position is 40 hours per week with overtime available, plus health, vision, life insurance, and PTO. Feel accomplished and work outside with a great family-oriented business. Apply in person at Bud's Cleanup Service, 114 West Center Street, Madison, or email budscleanup@gmail.com.
Welcome back here to Montrose. 6-1 Bulldogs lead McCook Central Montrose on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. While we've got time, this is a quick moment to remind you that whoever wins this match, we will have the match for you Thursday, whether it's MCM or Madison, streaming here at AmazingMadison.com. 6-1 Bulldogs do lead it in the 4th set, up 2-1 off the timeout. McCook Central Montrose. What a save and a dig that was by Vacanti. Kept it alive. Bulldogs sent it across. Set outside for Pulse. Pulse is hit. Macy Thied is there. Vacanti sets Schoenberg with the hit. Across to Krantz. Back set for Schmidt. Tipped off the ribbon and played up by Thied. Vacanti get a nice set to Nelson that time. Down the middle, Nelson sends it back across. McCook Central stays with it. Back in the Bulldog side. Short set for Nelson. Off the hands of Krantz and down. Another kill for Audrey Nelson, who's up to a 7-1 lead for the Bulldogs now here in set number 4. As Macy Thied, the senior defensive specialist, the libero, is back to serve again with a 6-point lead. Set outside for Pulse. Tipped to the net. Vacanti plays it up. Thied with a bump set for Schoenberg. Blocked back hard. Kept alive by the Bulldogs. What a play. McDermott and Nelson. And it's sent across. Now, down the middle. Tipped to the net. Bulldogs staying with it. Schoenberg's pass across. Krantz. Set outside for Pulse. Shoot set is over. Schoenberg is there. Vacanti sets. Nelson down. Oh, what a play. 1 hit, 2. And a little miscommunication on that 3rd attempt. McCook Central Montrose had a chance to get it across, but could not do it. And the Bulldogs get another point. Callie McDermott has saved some balls here tonight. 8-1, Madison leads. Feed on the serve. Nearly an overpass. Nice hit, though. Oh, what a save by Even. And McGregor says, I will take that, please and thank you. She's been waiting a while to get one like that. She's had has a team high 11 kills, but it seems like it's been a while since she's been able to put one away. She does there. Now she's back to serve at 8-2. Bulldogs lead. They take the serve. Schoenberg, nice hit. Played by Even, and then an attempt by Schmidt at the net. And I think a little miscommunication. She kind of whiffed on it. Bulldogs get the point, 9-2 here in set number 4. Bulldogs with a 2-1 lead. Audrey Nelson is back serving here for the Bulldogs. As Lydia Nelson came in and McDermott out. Serve is a good one. Run down by McCook Central Montrose. Pulse shoots set over to Vacanti. Now back for Nelson. Audrey free ball over. Short set down the middle. Vanderwoody popped up by Lydia. Now set for Schoenberg. She runs in. Block back over. Lydia keeps it alive. Vacanti overhand. Oh, she tried it on the second hit to see if she couldn't drop it on the back line. Just a little bit long. And a point to the Fighting Cougars here. Lead is 6 for the Bulldogs now. 9-3 here in set 4. As coming in is Mandy Lauk. She'll serve. Lauk comes in. She will serve and set here. Serve across. Schoenberg, a little overpass into the net. Vacanti, great job to keep it out. And Lydia sends it over. Set outside for Pulse. Right there is Audrey. Vacanti. Set Schoenberg. Dumps it across to the middle. Diving play to keep it alive there by McCook Central Montrose. Bulldogs, Schoenberg hit across. Without waiting arms of McCook Central Montrose. Now hit over by Wagner. Long rally continues. Schoenberg, another chance. Big hit. Blocked down. Oh, my. What a block that was by Vanderwoody. And it's a 5-point lead now. 9-4 here in set number 4. Bulldogs have been kind of the team to open up the leads, the big ones that they've had here. Either team has had, but MCM has always come back. Here's a serve. Shoot set across on that second hit, and Amanda might have caught him that time. Little miscommunication between Lauk and Pulse, or Krantz rather, and a point for the Bulldogs. They get the side out, and that will bring Carly Theed back in, and the freshman will serve. Again, as I pointed out in the third set, as a freshman, she is really, her serves are just giving some people fits at times. Here's a short one that just clears. Back set, hit by Pulse, and that'll be a kill. Schoenberg ran 10 feet over onto the McCook Central side trying to play that one.
They did not hear the whistle.
No, nobody heard it. I mean, that's not legal, right? You
no,
can't play it from the other side of the net.
No, it's
I guess I've never seen somebody play it 10 feet on the other side of the net, but, 10-5 Bulldogs lead. Here comes the Pulse serve following that point for MCM. Feed, sets, lures across. MCM is there. Set down the middle. Vanderwoody tipped and down for the kill. And that is her 9th kill of the night.
Got to cover behind those blocks. There's been a couple of times that we've just been a little too deep.
A 4-point lead for the Bulldogs, 10-6. Here comes the Pulse serve. Feed with it. Carly runs in. Here's Vacanti with the hit. Sends it back to Krantz. Set outside, long hit, touched at the net, was down in play anyway by McCormick. And point for McCook Central Montrose, and Bulldogs will take a timeout. 10-7 here in the 4th set. Bulldogs still lead it by 3, but MCM's on the comeback trail. We have a timeout, so we pause. Back for after a 30-second break on KJAM.
Need a little help cleaning up the mess no matter what your vehicle has run into or what has run into you? Salem Body Shop can fix you up again good as new. They do the job from start to finish, and that includes handling the insurance work for you. Salem Body Shop will return your vehicle back to its pre-damaged condition. Salem Body Shop, they'll help you look like new. Salem Body Shop, 425-2166.
Welcome back here to our MDL broadcast booth. Region 3A semifinals from Montrose. Mac Rose, Tom Farrell with you. Madison Bulldogs have a 2-1 lead over McCook Central Montrose, and they lead at 10-7 here in the set 4. But McCook Central Montrose, the Fighting Cougars, have been coming back strong again. Brandy Pulse is back to serve. Played up. Macy Theed for Vacanti. Hit across. Set now for Schmidt. Across and wide. Trying to go cross court. Near side of the far of your screen. Those of you watching on our video stream at amazingmadison.com. And a point for the Bulldogs. Brings them back to a 4-point lead now. 11-7 as Schoenberg serves for Madison. Line drives that one. Krantz plays it up high into the air. Outside, dumped across by McCormick and off the hands of Schoenberg, and that's a point for MCM. 11-8 now, Bulldog lead. As Aubrey Krantz, the libero for the Fighting Cougars, will serve here. Trying to stay alive in this fourth set is MCM. Here's the serve. Played up, Theed wants to set Vacanti. Vacanti tipped to the net. Great job by Pulse. She kept it alive. Dumped down by McGregor with the kill. Team high 12 for Taya McGregor. And the lead down to 2 now for the Bulldogs. 11-9 here in this fourth set. Krantz serves again. Audrey plays it up now for Lurs. Lurs, strong hit.
All right.
And the point. A couple of tips that time. And the kill down by Lurs, her third. She subs out as McDermott is back in now to serve here for the Bulldogs. Leading it by 3, 12-9. McDermott serve. And it's an ace! Off the hands of McCormick. Ace for McDermott, her first. Bulldogs haven't had a ton. Really, that doesn't feel like either team's had a lot of aces so far. That's actually second for McDermott. Here's another serve. This one's a little short. Played up and hit across by MCM. Set for Vacanti. Across. MCM sets it outside. McCormick into the net to win that hit. And point again for Madison. 14-9. Bulldogs lead it here in the fourth. Bulldog student section has a pumpkin for some reason. I hope it stays in the stands. Here's the serve.
Halloween is the theme.
Yes, indeed. Pushed across by Pulse. The short set for Audrey. Back to Audrey over the net. And then a diving play to keep it alive by Schmidt. Shoots it across by Pulse. Theed pops it up in the air. Now to Vacanti running in a huge hit, but it's tipped and kept alive by MCM. Down the middle, another big hit, this time by MCM. And a free ball is over. Nice play, Carly Theed. To the near side, Schmidt blocked back out of play by Vacanti. Point to the Fighting Cougars. And
great rallies.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal rally by both teams. 14-10 now. Bulldogs lead it. MCM back to serve. Even will serve for the Fighting Cougars. Sent across. McDermott right there. The short set for Nelson. And a kill again for Audrey. Give her 23 on the night. Substitution here as freshman for freshman Carly Theed is out. And Lydia Nelson is back in. Amanda Vacanti will serve. Up 15-10. Her serve. Krantz. Passed up outside. A little awkward set that time by Even. And nothing that Wagner on the far side, or that was Schmidt, actually, I think on the far side, could do with it. 16-10 now, Bulldogs lead. Vacanti serves again. Set this time to the back row for Pulse. McDermott's there for Madison. Nelson, big hit. Krantz keeps it alive. Set outside McCormick. Diving play. Theed tried to pop it up in the air, but Macy got down for it, but only got that one up about 1.5 feet off her hands. And a point for the Fighting Cougars now. 5-point lead for Madison, 16-11. Here comes the McCormick serve. Short into the net. A service error. She grabs her head. Can't believe that one. As McCook Central Montrose is starting to run out of time to grab the momentum here. Bulldogs weathered that early storm, and now they're back up 6, 17-11. Theed serves, angles it over to the side. And it's hit across by Krantz. Theed is there, plays it up Vacanti. Vacanti will set for Audrey. Spikes it off the ribbon. And it's across for McCook Central Montrose. Dialing play McDermott again. Do they get it across? No, the whistle comes. And a point to the Fighting Cougars, and I'm not sure what the call was.
Call was an illegal hit, but
yeah, I'm not. It looked like that was going to be a great play by Madison to get it across, but they won't get the call. So point to MCM, 17-12 Bulldogs lead. Here comes the Fighting Cougars serve. Schoenberg off her hand, and then a couple of rifles. Bulldogs can't get it over the net. That might have been the break the Fighting Cougars needed just to get that point. 17-13, Bulldogs lead. Back to serve again is McGregor. For the Fighting Cougars, McGregor serve. Played up Schoenberg. Set for Nelson. Dumps it across and down. And she's, again, knows exactly when to just go up and hit it and just float it over that block attempt. She puts it away for another kill, and it's a 5-point lead for Madison, 18-13. She goes back to serve. Audrey Nelson up by 5. Here's the serve. Krantz played up to the outside for Pulse, and through the block attempt and down for a point. Pulse with the kill, her 10th. Second MCM player into double digits in kills tonight. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. 18-14 here in set number 4. Bulldogs up 2-1 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Back to serve will be Lauk for the Fighting Cougars. Sent across, Schoenberg. A little bit of an overpass. Oh, what a play.
Over.
They're going to give, Bulldogs thought for sure that was going to be an overnet call. Instead, a point for the Fighting Cougars. 3-point Bulldog lead. Serving is Lauk. Schoenberg plays it up high. Vacanti sets. Back row hit. Nelson blocked back down again. And again, it's Vanderwoody who's coming alive here in this fourth set. And the Bulldogs will take a timeout. First Bulldog timeout. Second Bulldog timeout of the set. 18-16 Bulldogs lead. Timeout on the court. We'll take one too. Back in 30 seconds on KJAM.
Rusty and Wyland Funeral Chapel is honored to serve local and area families in their time of need when experiencing the passing of a loved one. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyland Funeral Chapel are committed to providing the highest quality of care and services for all families who are entrusted in their care. They pride themselves on taking the time to create meaningful, appropriate, personalized services for each and every family they serve in their time of need. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyland Funeral Chapel is here for you today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Bulldogs lead is 2. MCM on to serve after the timeout. Lauk with the serve. Schoenberg plays it. Vacanti sets. Lydia Nelson across. MCM to the outside for Pulse. Audrey with it. Vacanti shoots it across. Fighting Cougars. Set to the near side for Schmidt. Dumped across. It was tipped to the net. Audrey couldn't get in time. And a point, for the Fighting Cougars. And it's a 1-point Madison lead here in the fourth, 18-17. Lauk to serve again. Trying to tie it up here in the fourth set. Here's the serve. Schoenberg, good pass up. Set back for Schoenberg. Into the net with that hit, though. And we are tied at 18 apiece here in the fourth.
First tie of the set.
Bulldogs had led the entire way. Lauk. Back to serve. Looking for the lead. Schoenberg. Feed. And now back over to Schoenberg. Free ball across, but she missed it wide. And it's a 19-18 lead for McCook Central Montrose here in the fourth set. Maddie Lauk with the serve, short serve. Schoenberg to Vacanti. Set, lures, deep shoot set across. Krantz is there. Played to the middle, a little miscommunication. MCM does get it across. Shoot set over by Vacanti. Set near side. Here's Schmidt with the hit. Tipped. Nelson is there. Vacanti. Back sets for Lydia. Big hit. Krantz off the tip. Plays it up. Outside back row hit for McCormick. Set for Nelson now from the back row. Krantz saves it and keeps it alive. Hit across by Pulse. Schoenberg a little miss hit. Dumped over by Vacanti. MCM still with it. Free ball is up and over. Audrey plays it up for Vacanti. Back set. Blocked back down. Lydia's there. Here's Theed. And it'll be a shoot set over by the Bulldogs. MCM sets down the middle. Miss hit Vanderwoody. She thought it was going to be a short set. She was up in the air, and she couldn't get it over the net, and a point for Madison. 19-19 here in the fourth. And a substitution as in to serve is Carly Theed, the freshman. And she will set. That means Vacanti can attack at the front. Serve across, shoot set over. Audrey's there. Set. Schoenberg dumps it off. MCM set. Schmidt. Right there is Theed. Up over the net. Vacanti tried to stay with it and did. Now it's over by the Bulldogs. Outside for Pulse. Tip to the net. Theed plays it up. Macy sets for Schoenberg. Tipped at the net. Kept alive Krantz. Back set Vanderwoody now. Played for Nelson. Audrey from the back line. Schmidt hits it across. Bulldogs still there. Set for Schoenberg. Lurs now the hit across after it was blocked back. Long rally continues. Pulse blocked back. And MCM will keep it alive. Free ball coming. It's long and over. It's a long hit and a point for the Bulldogs. Wow.
What a rally.
19. That is 2 in a row rallies like that have just gone forever. The freshman Theed will serve. Carly sends it off. Krantz set. Vanderwoody, big hit, long, and another point for Madison. 21-19 here in the fourth. MCM's got a timeout. They're going to use it. Timeout, McCook Central Montrose. 21-19. Bulldogs lead. Fourth set here in Montrose. We have a timeout. We'll pause for 30 seconds on KJAM.
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
Well, what a fourth set. What a match we have had here tonight. Region 3A quarterfinals. Madison Bulldogs lead it 2-1, and the Bulldogs have a 21-19 lead here in set number 4. Their freshman Carly Theed is on to serve. Following the McCook Central Montrose timeout, both teams are out of timeouts. Here's the serve from Theed. It's across. Played back, Pulse, and played off the net and down. A point for MCM. It was Macy Theed taking the return off that hit and could not get it up front cleanly, and a point for the Fighting Cougars. 1 point Madison lead, 21-20. Here's the Pulse serve. And a miscommunication. Theed and Nelson in the back. They both got away and they let it drop. And we're tied at 21.
Third tie.
Pulse back to serve again for the Fighting Cougars. Short serve, but right there is Macy Theed. They'll play to the outside for Vacanti, and she puts it away. The junior on the attack. Her 8th kill, a 22-21 lead, and a big rotation now as back into serve is Schoenberg. Side out Bulldogs, 22-21. Madison with the lead here, trying to close things out in the fourth set. The senior to serve. Schoenberg serve. Played up now outside for McCormick. High hit in the air by Schoenberg. Set outside Vacanti again, but this one's long. Was it touched? No. Nobody signaling touch. Bulldogs thought they had one, but it goes long, and we are tied at 22 apiece. 22-22, and a serve coming from Krantz. Theed down, and it's going to be an ace. 23-22 MCM with a 1 point lead here in the fourth. Again, nobody has a timeout left. Aubrey Kranz, the senior libero, will serve again. Theed, little off her hands, played up to the front of the net, and it's down. And another MCM point, 24-22. Krantz with the serve. Theed. Pass up Macy now hit across by Lurs. Krantz runs over and gets it. Hit for Pulse from the back row, and it's long, and the Bulldogs aren't done yet. It's 24-23, McCook Central Montrose. But now you get McDermott into serve. You get your number one server, and you get Audrey Nelson back at the front. McDermott to serve. 24-23 MCM. Here it is. Played up near the side, and free ball across. McDermott dives in. Set. Nelson hit off the tip. Back up over the net. And Vacanti somehow got that over. Back to the front again. Hit across by McCormick. Feed. Sets. Vacanti. Deep shoot set. Krantz is there. Set. Calling for it. Big hit. She wanted it, McGregor, and she put it away. And the fourth set goes to the Fighting Cougars, 25-23. And we are tied at 2 sets apiece. A fifth set coming in an electric Montrose High School gymnasium.
What a set that was. Back and forth. Bulldogs came out early. We're actually up by as many as 6 points at 17-11. Fighting Cougars were fighting back real hard. Came back. Interesting, Matt. Our difference has been 3 points, 2 points, 3 points, 2 points.
25-22. Madison took the first set. 25-23 McCook. Then 25-22 Madison. And then 25-23 McCook in that fourth set. We have a pause here before the fifth. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout. Back in a minute on KJAM.
Need a little help cleaning up the mess no matter what your vehicle has run into or what has run into you? Salem Body Shop can fix you up again good as new. They do the job from start to finish, and that includes handling the insurance work for you. Salem Body Shop will return your vehicle back to its pre-damaged condition. Salem Body Shop, they'll help you look like new. Salem Body Shop, 425-2166.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the MDL broadcast booth here in Montrose, where it's Madison and MCM tied at 2 sets apiece. Matt Gross, Tom Farrell with you. And Tom, we move on to a decisive fifth set.
And the interesting point is it is only to 15 points. They've never figured out why that still stays around. Everything else goes to 25. Teams have huddled. The officials have checked. And McCook Central Montrose won the coin toss. They will have the first serve. This one goes to 15, and the winner of this goes to Baltic on Thursday evening. Serve brought up by Theed, set. Nelson takes it deep onto the backcourt. Bring it up, and off the left side, ace in there, or kill in there for Schmidt. And that's only her third kill, but McCook Central Montrose now up 1-0. Second serve, Brianna Even, their setter, brings it across, but it is out wide to the right side of the Bulldog court. So tied at 1, Amanda Vacanti back to serve, takes a seat. It's Carly Theed, and in is Lydia Nelson. Vacanti's serve is a bullet. Out of the backcourt, free balled over by Krantz. Up, Vacanti sets to Nelson.
Oh, wow.
Blocked hard at the net, kept in play, and back there, Taya McGregor, the 6'2 middle hitter, picks up her 15th kill, and 2-1 McCook Central Montrose ahead of the Bulldogs in this fifth set. Serve across by McCormick, brought up, Vacanti. Outside, taken over by Ostis. Out to the outside, that's Pulse. Blocked by Nelson, and Nelson to tie us up at 2 apiece. second tie in this fifth set. Back serving now is Macy Theed, the libero. We got Nelson, and Schoenberg in the front row. And ball goes out of bounds for the senior, Macy Theed. So the Fighting Cougars 3, Bulldogs 2. Back row serving, Tia McGregor leads the Cougars with kills of 15. Ball over. The Candy sets on the outside for Schoenberg. They set to Pulse, and Pulse picks up her 12th kill on that left, coming down the diagonal. 4-2, Fighting Cougars advantage, and Taya McGregor, the senior, back serving. Back against the stage, far left side. Makes her approach, delivers it. Ball up. Schoenberg tips it deep into the backcourt. Set coming right side. And a miss hit in there by Auburn Schmidt gives the Bulldogs their third point. However, the Fighting Cougars have their fourth. Audrey Nelson in the back row serving. 2 sets apiece, fifth and deciding set, going to 15. Audrey serve up and over, into the middle, well dug up by Nelson. Schoenberg tapped at the net in there by Vanderwood, and ball out of bounds by Pauls. We have our third tie in this fifth set. Must win by 2, we need to say. And Nelson with the serve, tied at 4s. Audrey delivers the serve deep into the backcourt. Set in there by Even, taken over by Pauls. And McCanny down with the kill. 5 for the Bulldogs, 4 for the Fighting Cougars. Each team does get 2 points in the short game or set. 5-4 Bulldog advantage. Audrey service air, something we haven't talked about much. 5-5, fourth tie, fifth set. Substitution in now. Maddie Lauk, the sophomore, she'll be the setter for the Fighting Cougars and serving. She's setting up on the right-hand side, and right-handed server. Ball brought up, saved by Vacandi. Nelson free balls it over. Lauk sets outside for Pauls. Nelson gets a piece of it, Audrey, but it goes into the Bulldogs' stands. So 6 for the home Fighting Cougars of McCook Central. Montrose, 5 for the visiting Bulldogs. And still at the service line is Maddie Lauk. Again, serve comes across, dug up nicely by
That's the second time.
Yeah, there was another. That's going to be a point. And Coach Jill Cradaville uses her first of 2 timeouts. So we'll step aside for 30 seconds on KJAM.
Hey guys, it's Coach Jalen here from Anytime Fitness in Madison, and we want to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. Join Anytime Fitness now and get your 3 weeks of free training. Anytime Fitness is Madison's only 24-hour coaching and fitness facility. When you join, you have access to our staff and equipment to help you reach your fitness goals no matter your schedule or fitness level. Stop in today at Anytime Fitness in Madison and join now to get 3 weeks of training for free. Make healthy happen now at Anytime Fitness in downtown Madison. Go Bulldogs!
So welcome back to Montrose. 7-5, MCM ahead of the Bulldogs. Set number 5. Ball served over, up, and free ball by Lurs for the Bulldogs. Set and blocked at the net. 4 hits is going to be the call. So the Bulldogs pick up the point, 7-6. In now, Carly Feed to serve, taking a seat is Lydia Nelson. So 7-6. Feed with the serve. Bulldogs down by 1. Served up in there by Lauk. Tapped over by the Fighting Cougars over to Schoenberg. Up, Lauk, and that's Pulse. Sets it down. Trying to keep it in play was Nelson. She goes way back and does not. So 2-point advantage. Fighting Cougars, and back serving now is Brandy Pulse, senior left side hitter. Ball is up. Steed sets, taken over. Set to that outside. Partially blocked by the Bulldogs. Saved nicely by Schoenberg. Come on the backside now. Ball hit in there by Wagner. Over. Set to the middle. Tapped in there by Vanderwoody. Out. Over and into the net were the Fighting Cougars. So 8 for the home team, 7 for the visitors of Madison. We only go to 15. We're halfway there. Megan Schoenberg back to serve. And also now in for the Bulldogs is Ellie Auspis. Serve comes across. Nice serve by Schoenberg. However, kept in play. Oh! And a swing and a miss by Kranz and McCormick to tie us up at 8 apiece. And a timeout taken by the Fighting Cougars. We're in set number 5, tied 8 apiece. We'll take a 30-second break. Back in 30.
Southeastern Electric Cooperative is owned by those they serve and are proud supporters of Fighting Cougars athletics. As a member-owned cooperative, Southeastern Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing its member owners with the most reliable electricity at the lowest possible price. Southeastern Electric Cooperative Incorporated, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, is member-focused and member-driven. Learn more about Southeastern Electric Cooperative by visiting southeasternelectric.com.
And welcome back. You're listening to KJAM 1390 on your AM dial and the web, amazingmadison.com. Tom Farrell, Matt Gross here. We're tied at 8 in the 5th and deciding set. And back to serve for the Bulldogs is Megan Schoenberg. She delivers a hard serve, brought up, set. And
what a hit.
Just a nice diagonal hit coming across by Michaela McCormick. She really didn't have the approach she wanted, but she did a nice job of recovering.
She saw that open spot, right?
And dropped it in. So 9-8, MCM on top. Back serving the libero, Aubrey Krantz. Jump serve, brought up by Theed. Lures and taken over by Nelson. Krantz brings it up into the middle. And the miss hit in there by McGregor. Not many of those tonight. She has 15 kills and leads the Cougars. But most importantly, we're tied at 9, 6th time in this 4th set. And Callie McDermott in to serve, and Audrey Nelson back up front. Onto the backside, brought over. Theed brings it up. That's Ostis, blocked, kept in play well by McDermott. And the pass by Callie yields.
I think MCM got caught celebrating just a little bit early on that block, but the Bulldogs kept it alive.
10-9, going to 15. McDermott serve across. And service ace for Callie. 11-9, Bulldogs. Timeout, second one. McCook Central Montrose, so we'll step aside for 30 seconds on KJAM. Back in 30.
Heartland Energy is your hometown power provider, delivering affordable and reliable energy and services to the city of Madison and surrounding areas. Heartland offers a number of programs to help their customers grow and thrive and wants to be your trusted partner if you're looking to expand your business or if you're in need of low-interest financing. Call Heartland Energy today to explore your options at 605-256-6536. Delivering power with a purpose, Heartland Energy is dedicated to delivering reliable energy and services to the city of Madison.
And welcome back to Montrose, South Dakota. We're at the Montrose High School Gym, home of the McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars. We are in set number 5. Bulldogs lead 11-9. Serve across by McDermott. Popped up. Eventually set in there by Lauk. Partially blocked by Audrey. Ball is up. And Audrey free balls deep back in. Up by Krantz. Into the middle. Nice defensive play by McDermott. Tapped over by Vacanti. Paul sets and over the block of Vacanti, picking up the kill. Abby Wagner, her 5th of the set. So it's 10 for the McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars, 11 for the Bulldogs. And back serving is Brianna Even. She will be their setter now. Ball comes up. Feed sets to Nelson. She hammers it. And kill number 25 for Audrey Nelson. 12-10 Bulldog lead. And that moves Amanda Vacanti around to be our server. We've got Nelson and Ostis up front. Setting will be Vacanti. Her serve is across. Set into the middle and out. No.
I think we got a touch.
Touch.
Yep.
So 12-11. And back with the serve now for the Fighting Cougars is McCormick. Vacanti sets outside. Nelson. Set was a little behind her. So we're tied at 12. Coach Jill Cradaville uses her second timeout. So once again, we'll step aside for another 30-second break. Back in 30.
Well, I think we'll keep it right here. I know they're having a little technical difficulties getting things played back at the station. Matt Gross, Tom Farrell with you. So we'll keep it right here during the timeout, Tom. 12-12, and now nobody's got timeouts left.
Right, so there'll be no more timeouts.
We're rolling through it at this point here for these two teams. And for the Bulldogs, you got to try to seize a little momentum again here after MCM's put up 2 straight points.
We're tied at 12. We only go to 15, but you must win by 2. And it's Michaela McCormick, one of their seniors, back with the serve. Nelson overpass. They set and pulse. Deep shoot set. They bring it up. Vacanti sets to Nelson. And Audrey picks up the 13th point. And how many kills?
We're up to 26 now in the match for Audrey.
All right. 13-12. Bulldog advantage. Back serving Macy Theed, the senior. Her serve popped up, even sets, and
right on the line.
Right on the line.
Yep, it was right there.
Nice job by the Fighting Cougars to tie us at 13. They pick up the side out. They pick up the point and the serve. Back serving is McGregor. And it goes.
Oh! They overruled that. That was out by a good foot. They overruled it. They called that in on the side, but we got an overrule. That's going to be a point for Madison.
All right.
Yep. That was they're gonna huddle everybody up, but I mean that was out by a considerable ways. You know, if they want, we can look at the video, Tom.
Yeah, we can replay it.
We've got the video on it right here, and it was out. There's just no
crucial point. Crucial point. Replay. Yeah. All right. Not good, but better than a point.
Better than the alternative could have been there. That's right.
So we're back at 13-13. And back with the serve is Taya McGregor. Far left side, brings it over, brought up nicely by McDermott. Set to Nelson.
Another kill.
And Audrey says it was out. So Madison 14. Fighting Cougars 13. Audrey Nelson at the service line. Nelson. Up front. Yeah, Nelson serving. Huh?
Audrey on the
service line. Here comes her serve. It's a soft serve. Brought up by the Cougars. Set to the middle. Kept in play. And down eventually. Kayla Vanderwoody brings it along the top of the net. Tied at 14. 9th point of the set. In serving now, Maddie Lauk. Back deep now are, for the Bulldogs, are Theed, Nelson, and also Schoenberg. Serve comes over. Service ace for Maddie Lauk, the sophomore. 14-15. Bulldog season on the line. Cougar season not on the line quite yet. Here comes the serve by Lauk. It's over, passed up nicely. Shoot set across by Vacanti. Set and Pulse picks up the point. And the Fighting Cougars of McCook Central Montrose come away with the victory in this 5th and final set by a 16-14 score. Recapping the set scores, it was the Bulldogs winning the first set, 25-22. McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars, 25-23. Madison back, 25-22. And then McCook Central coming back and winning 23-25 and 14-16. Could hardly have a match that was any closer, Matt.
No, just every single set was back and forth, every point the whole way, so crucial. And MCM gets it on that final one there. Bulldogs, I thought we were going to have a chance to set that one to Nelson and tried to get it over in the second, and they go back to Pulse, who had just been money for them all night long, and they're able to put it away. There's a lot to recap from this one. We've got a Mustang Seeds postgame show coming up. We'll catch our breath. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the Mustang Seeds postgame show in 2 minutes on KJAM.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DS